Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to day 22 of the Vine Health COVID-19 updates. I hope you've had a really good weekend. How was yesterday? How was your Sunday? Did you do anything really nice? Did you have a really good deep spiritual practice? What did you do with the exercises on Saturday? Did you watch our day 20 video? If you haven't seen day 20, have a look. Also check out our Money Friday and the interview that I had with Prince Aroni about finances and investments. Just check it out and share it and like it. Thank you to all my new friends. Please click like on Vine Health's page. Today is day 22, and the reason why we do this update is to bring you fact and not fiction. So fact about what's happened in the previous 24 hours across the globe, in different parts of the globe, and to help you live a healthy life and to even thrive during this pandemic. So I said I'll carry on doing this until the pandemic starts to go down and things start to improve. And I think we're still a few weeks away from that. So that's what Vine Health is about. Please feel free to comment, send questions, give us some feedback, or give me some feedback, and that would be wonderful. So what's happened in the last 24, 48 hours? Quite a bit has happened. Unfortunately, our Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been admitted to hospital yesterday. We've been told that it's all just precautionary and that he doesn't have an emergency. But again, many of us are concerned because he has been unwell for 10 days. And with the trajectory of COVID-19, what tends to happen is the first week you're unwell and the second week you start to improve. But for some people, they start to get worse in the second week. So we're hoping, and I'm really hoping and keeping my fingers crossed that he's okay and that nothing is wrong, with him, and that he's well. But let's just keep him in our thoughts and our prayers. He was working so hard. He was so communicative. I mean, he whether you support parties or you're political or apolitical, you cannot fault the communication strategy that they took on, and how communicative the United Kingdom government has been with its population. So we wish Boris Johnson all the best. We hope he gets better soon as well. Also, today I'm going to talk about mental health again. I like talking about mental health, but that will come towards the end of the program. And what I'm going to be talking about is people with mental health problems, so depression and anxiety. Some people have said that their mental health is improving during this pandemic. So if you're someone that suffers from any mental health condition, or you know somebody that suffers and you think that they are improving during this pandemic, please put some comments down, because that's what has been alluded, that people that have depression and anxiety, they are feeling much better during the pandemic. I would have thought that things would have got worse, but some people are reporting feeling better. Anyway, I'll go back to the update. So Boris Johnson in hospital, we're sending our thoughts to him. The Queen yesterday, I don't know if you're a royalist, if you like the monarchy, but the Queen gave an address yesterday, basically to the whole of the United Kingdom and the whole world, trying to encourage everyone. And it was very profound. Many people said, oh, no, it makes no difference to me. I don't do the royal family. And some people really enjoyed it. So the Queen gave an address. She's 90, almost 94. So whatever the case is, we should even applaud her for coming on and even talking to everyone. And she did it so well. And it was interesting that she said that the last time she did this, she was 14, 80 years ago. 80 years ago. Can we all just pray for the longevity the Queen has and pray that we get that same longevity? 80 years ago, she gave an address during the war to the children of people who were evacuated. And 80 years later, she's giving an address to everyone, encouraging everybody to stay grounded. Isn't that amazing? So, I'm not a royalist personally, but I applaud her for her efforts and for bringing the country together at this time. Also in the United Kingdom, so many people have lost the battle with this deadly virus. And even people, bus drivers, can you imagine driving the bus, getting this illness? Bus drivers, nurses, admin staff, people in reception, midwives, doctors, for everyone who's lost the battle with this deadly virus, my heart goes out to you. And I just say, sorry for your loss, and let's all keep strong. For all of us who are working in the front line, we just ask for grace and mercy. Yes, nobody knows how to do this. Now going to Nigeria, the cases are about 232, but it's not increasing at the level of other countries. So whatever Nigeria is doing, they are getting something right. Whatever is going on, there's not much reported cases. I don't know anybody on a ventilator or needing any ventilation. If you know anybody that needs ventilation in Nigeria, let us know. But as far as I'm aware, nobody has required ventilation. There must be some science behind this. Where are all our researchers in Nigeria? Give us some science as to what is going on. How come we don't have as many difficulties in Nigeria as we have in other parts of the world? The lockdown carries on in Nigeria. Obviously now they've relaxed the lockdown and the shops are open, I believe, from maybe 10 to 4 or 10 to 2. I think markets and shops are open and people can go out and get food. So that's fantastic. I mean, I didn't think we were going to last 2 weeks on the lockdown, so that's great. The communication is great from the States as well, so that's fantastic. And in the United States, unfortunately, the cases are going up. The fatalities have gone up to almost 10,000. Fatalities in the United Kingdom are almost 5,000 as well now. So it's really, really ramping up. It's really going up. And it's what it is. Everybody's doing their best to try and make the best of the situation. And we hope that, countries start to see an improvement. On a positive note, Spain and Italy are almost on the other side of the curve and the fatalities are reducing. So, the loss of lives is no longer in the 800s, it's now in the sort of 500s and 600s. So I believe that they've hit their peak and that they're coming down on the other side of things. So that's wonderful. States and the United Kingdom in a few weeks that things will calm down and we will be able to sort of go back to some semblance of normality. So that's wonderful. So that's all the updates from the last few days. Give us some feedback and let's know what you think as well. Oh yeah, shops are open from 10 till 2 a.m. Thank you, in Lagos. So that's wonderful. I mean, a total lockdown would not have worked. Anyway, they all are hungry. Again, the financial bit of how people are being helped in Lagos or in Nigeria, I don't know if you know how people are surviving, but definitely the help that the West is giving their population is amazing. So talking about mental health, so I've been reading some interesting articles about people that suffer from depression and anxiety, and that during this pandemic, they have seen an improvement in their symptoms. Part of the symptoms of anxiety is this feeling of impending doom, the feeling that something bad is about to happen, because you have this uncertainty and then everything else around you is going on, and then you are sort of slowed down as if you're depressed as well. But what people are reporting is that because everybody is locked down, everyone is on an even keel, they are able to predict what is going to happen in the day. So the symptoms of the mental health symptoms are much improved. I mean, is that what you're finding? I mean, 1 in 4 people suffer from a mental health condition. So I'm sure somebody that is watching this video now has some intelligence as to how that, whether that's true or not. So basically, the predictability of the pandemic has improved the mental health of many people suffering from anxiety and depression. How interesting is that? And that they're also able to help, they're able to be useful, and able to sort of, make some sort of difference. So if that's what you're finding is, do let us know, and let's see, maybe there's some truth in that. But obviously the pandemic is not going to go on forever. So are we going to see a spike and a worsening in the mental health when everything goes back to normal? That's the big question. We don't know. So yes, so it's Monday, it's the 4th week of these updates, and I'm enjoying doing them, and I'll carry on doing them as I said. But that's going to be all really for today. So giving you the updates from the last few days, talking about mental health and just thriving. But if you're suffering from a mental health condition, it's really important that you seek help, you speak to somebody, you know what the signs are, and you're able to deal with it. And also the isolation, for me, I think many people have heard from a few people is that the feeling of isolation, particularly if they live alone, feeling isolated, don't knowing what else to do, how you cope with the isolation of things, So yeah, so that's everything for today. I will be carrying on with the day. Hope you have a wonderful Monday. I hope you are thriving and enjoying your life despite what's going on. I hope everything is good with you. Sending you, peace, love, light, and all the good wishes. And then I'll see you tomorrow.